Have you ever had trouble lining up a stamp and trying to stamp it straight? I struggle with that all the time. In fact, with this stamp set right here, these are cling stamps. So these are the red rubber stamps. Let me open that up so you can see. So they're the red rubber ones. You can't see through them, and I just kept struggling to get this one straight. I got so frustrated, I cut my stamp. But let me show you, because that gives me a visual as to why it was so hard for me to get it straight. So even though my sticker is on there pretty well, it's not obviously perfectly aligned, because when I flipped it over and I cut it right along the edge of that word, see how it cut part of the sticker off. So it just wasn't perfectly aligned. I don't know how you would ever get it perfectly aligned. The other thing is when the stamps are cut, they do these like wiggly edges on here, and that looks visually beautiful, but it doesn't help me to line the stamp up. So what I do is I cut my stamps. I know that scares some of you, but I've done it for years and I've never had an issue. So this is what I would do. I'd flip it over. I'm not going to use the sticker to help me decide what to do. I'm going to look at the actual writing down here, and I do have the descenders on the letters, so I'm going to go around those. But even if I do just the beginning on this side, okay, cut that off, and I do the beginning of this other side, because see, it's wiggly. If I just go right under the letters, you just want to be careful that you don't get any of the stamp itself. So now I've got a straight edge, fairly straight. I'm a little off on this one, and straight edge on that side. So now I'll go ahead and mount the stamp on my block. And I can see the lines are straighter there. So now when I ink my stamp, and you can use grid paper to help you line it up if you need to. I can kind of eyeball it a little bit better, take the straight edge, roll it up into the paper that I want to stamp on, and get a nice straight image. So that really helps me. Now I'll show you what I did to the other stamp in this stamp set, because I eased you in with that. This said sending thanks and much love, and there's many times I'll want to say and much love, but sometimes I won't. So I cut this stamp, and you can tell by the sticker, see how it's like off there? I cut it straight on there, and so now that's nice and straight, and then I can add the and much love when I want to, or just do it this by itself. So I'll show you how I can stamp that nice and straight now. Add it to my block, ink it up, and I can get it right here on this little square. I like to take the edge, my straight edge, I start at the edge, move it up to center it on my paper. It's much easier to see on the camera and for yourself if you put like a piece of black paper behind it, because the white against the white background, sometimes it can be hard to see where the edges of your paper are to know where to stamp. But it came out nice and neat, and if you'd seen the 100 times I did it before that, you would be in even more wowed right now. So I hope that helps you to have more success in stamping straight with the cling stamps.